Oh no, sorry. Traverse Turn did have the action platformer, whereas Wonderland kind of had like a Kingdom Hearts Run-esque style gameplay, where you were constantly running at the enemy while shooting at him when dodging attacks that came your way. It's like every world had a different game feature that was stupid and fun. It's a nice change up from what you were usually doing. I don't know, I mean, Kingdom Hearts is it's a series, alright. It's a very strange series, but I gotta admit, it does a lot of things right, and I'm glad that it's finally rearing its head towards the end of its challenge. 2.8 I'm excited about because it has it has a special chapter for Aqua in particular, and some back chapters that explains even a lot of build up to the story. And it just looks beautiful. The opening cinematic and the Ray of Hope cover of Remix for Simple and Clean was pretty cool too. So between that cover that I saw for the 2.8 and actually the opening cinematic of Dream Drop Distance, it's just like, it's so close to being over. I'm just so, I mean, let's see, Dream Drop Distance hit the stores like 4 or 5 years ago, because it was the 10th anniversary of Kingdom Hearts, and Kingdom Hearts 3 is finally coming out next year. Just finally. It's just like, it just means that I've been playing this game series for nearly 15 years. That's more than half my life. It's just
something
like,
else.
I want it to be done. It's like, this isn't like Zelda, where the story may continue on forever, because that's the point of the characters. Especially if you've played Skyward Sword, which I don't care what you say, that game was wonderful. These characters have served their purpose. Let's gracefully meet our end and have a badass final boss. Like, I'm not expecting like Splatoon levels of WoW. I mean, the final boss of Splatoon was pretty amazing.
Yes.
The final boss of the final boss fight was super silly fun.
That was the mixtape guy, right?
Yes, DJ Octavio.
Yeah.
He's dropping some hot wasabi beats.
Octavio.
No, it was a great game. It was Splatoon. The single player mode, really fun, short, sweet, to the point. I actually wish it was much longer. But that's, I'm sure that's not just me, but I'll admit the multiplayer online gameplay is super addicting.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure many people can agree with me. I'm just sad that the events for the game only lasted a year, because I really loved the Splatfests. And I'm Whoa!
What? that's a new one.
That's what?
I wonder if that's Spanish exclusive, because they did switch to Spanish.
I don't know. I didn't hear any Spanish guitar playing. That's bad.
That's so weird.
I made that joke initially when I watched an abridged series online about how some guy just got a rare item that made it so that everything he said was pontificated by Spanish guitar. So he even started speaking in an accent.
Funny.
Since then I've kind of felt like, what else could be made better with Spanish guitar? Because you can say some inspiring things with Spanish guitar playing in the background, and then when you say something big at the end, it just goes dun dun dun. Just like, okay, how about in Overwatch, when Reaper's wearing his Dios of Muertos skin, he's got a guitar on his back anyways, just like after he does his ult where he goes, die, 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 murders everyone, he just pulls out his guitar and just goes dun dun dun, then puts it back and pulls out his shotguns again. I mean, that would leave you open and that would kill you, much like you just died.
Yes.
But it's just like, it would be worth it. That's like MLG, I would totally do that. But now, of course, I have this jack-o'-lantern skin. It's just like, yes, I am Halloween baby. I will forever use this skin. And then I got the Witch Mercy skin. It's just like, oh yes, yes, casting the damage spell, casting the healing spell, and my servants never die. Anyone that's played Overwatch at all, especially during the Halloween games, will know that Witch Mercy has got it going on. I'm excited. Christmas. I think the Christmas event starts tomorrow. Which, dang, I wish I had more time to play it. I'm sure it's not gonna end on Christmas. But it's just like, especially if there's gonna be Christmas skins, I want in a special event. I want to earn as many loot boxes as I physically can to get as many skins and sprays. Because it's just like, I don't know. I mean, the Halloween skins are definitely better than your average everyday skin, because I didn't particularly like any of Roadhog's skins. I kind of liked his Maui skin a little bit, but then the Junkenstein's monster skin came out. I was like, yes, that is the skin I want. I mean, every time he respawns, he says, I'm alive! It's like,
That's great.
Junkenstein, and I got the Junkenstein skin as well, so rather than saying Rip Tire ready to roll, he's got Shock Tire ready to roll. Because, you know, it's kind of like a bunch of electrodes spinning around, ready to explode on somebody. The Summer Games skins were pretty good. Like, I got all the legendary ones I wanted. I'm really still hoping that eventually there'll be another Lucio skin, because I don't feel like I like any of Lucio's legendary skins. There's the Slapshot, because the guy's from Brazil, but guess what his favorite sport is? Hockey, of all things. Why? Probably because they needed to find a way to make him play a sport that has skates on it, because he's got jet set radio legs. I don't know. Soccer's great. I love soccer. Anyways, so he was given a soccer emote and skin for the Summer Games, which, you know, fit him perfectly. I actually really like using just the soccer emote while I'm standing on the payload or a point, just like, hey guys, I'm stealing your thing, and I'm just gonna emote here while I'm doing it. Like, Winston is another good example. I've got an emote for him where he literally just sits down and starts eating peanut butter. Just like, I'm gonna just go ahead and sit on the thing while eating peanut butter, and you guys can't stop me.
That's great.
It's pretty great. I love some of the sitting animations that they install in the game. I mean, everybody loves Diva's thing where she sits down and she starts playing a game on her mech's screen, and she's got Mountain Dew and Doritos sitting next to her, and she literally just pauses every 15 seconds to grab a crunch and then gets back to playing.
Classic.
I mean, some characters actually do things while sitting, like Zenyatta. I like his sitting animation where his beads just float around his neck, and they occasionally glow and make a symbol appear. There was this one enemy Genji I fought against once. He sat down on the payload trying to move it forward, just like, ha ha ha, you guys are fighting and I'm just gonna sit on the payload, and just like, bang! I was playing McCree at the time, so I shot him dead. So it's like, off the payload, none for you. Nah, I'm actually glad I got a new computer, because I'm really enjoying being able to play at a solid frame rate. Because it used to be I would just play Reinhardt, because for God's sakes, no one ever picks a tank when we really need one, and Reinhardt is the grandpa that we don't deserve. Hey, welcome back, Miktar.
Pleasure to have you back.
So I'm used to just like babysitting the payload the entire game. Whether I'm defending it or trying to push it forward, because you know you want Grandpa to drive you there. Still, the Mr. President maneuver is always fun.
Yeah.
If you don't know what that is, that's basically just a Reinhardt sitting in front with his shield open, a Bastion sitting behind him, constantly holding down his gun. And behind Bastion is a Mercy constantly boosting his attack power by 50%. Ears only? Oh, so you're not watching. That's okay. There's nothing entirely new so far. I'll let you know if you miss anything, because pretty much I'm just talking. That's pretty much the show. So I'm just sitting around. I'm just Reinhardt. I'm just sitting. Just the Mr. President maneuver. Just sitting on that payload, blocking everything that comes this way. You got Bastion just killing everything that shows up in front of us, and you got Mercy constantly boosting his attack power, and when needed, healing the two of them. It just 3 people is needed to push up the payload at its maximum speed, and that's pretty much it. It just plug them onto a payload and wait for miracles to happen. Everyone else, go ahead, I don't care. Choose Tracer, Reaper, Genji, go get yourself killed. Because apparently, everyone...
storming the castle.
Everyone has it feels like that so many characters have a deathly allergic reaction to trying to get towards the payload. Snipers especially. Hanzo, Widowmaker, they just like, payload, my phobia. I jumped a little bit too much there.
Well, I'm actually trying something new, because that's one fewer super hop.
Yeah, I noticed that. I did notice that, on the way to the Sultan's, you pass through his treasure chamber, so you'll definitely get at least 10 more coins before you need to pay up.
Oh,
You only need 100, right?
125.
Oh, then you'll definitely get it.
But usually 110 by the end of the first temple level. That's good. Yeah, this is good.
But yeah, Genji's just sitting around, using his sitting animation, just meditating. It's just like, yeah, get off my payload. Sombra's release was interesting because I feel like nobody really knows how to play her, and while she's an interesting character, especially to use against a tank, since her SMG doesn't do a lot of damage, but if you shoot it in the general direction of a tank, you're pretty much guaranteed to hit them. Well, that's just what tanks do too, they take a lot of hits. It's actually part of the reason I like Zarya so much. She's a tank, but she's the smallest one there is. So she gets her business done. Personally, I'm actually learning to love to play Ana recently, the healing sniper. So not only does she not have this allergy of payloads that a lot of people have, though I wouldn't particularly recommend her for most payload maps if you're on the offense. She does have a lot of interesting mechanics that make the game fun. She has, I mean, her shots can't headshot. They can never headshot, which sucks, but that's just the way it is. But if they hit an enemy, they take damage over time, which is actually pretty damaging. If they hit an ally, they heal over time, a set amount, like 40 HP. So if you're in the back line and you're just shooting in the general direction of the mob, if you hit an enemy, great, you're gonna get an assist maybe. If you hit an ally, great, you heal them. So I like the fact that you just need to have a general aim for it. I don't really understand why. Sometimes I feel like, why do you even have a scope when you're not even actually expected to kill anything? Because I don't know. I've played a lot of Ana lately, and I don't get a lot of play of the games, but I've managed exactly one time to get a play of the game with Ana. And I gotta tell you, it felt pretty good because everyone on my team was just flabbergasted. We had a Bastion on our team too, of all things.
He was chasing me down. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, anyone that's played Overwatch knows. Turret characters, Torbjorn, Bastion, sometimes Symmetra, they get those play of the games for free, and that is just so frustrating. Oh, I just realized those gems give you coins as well.
Oh, do they?
I think so, because if you just gave him 125 coins right now, you have way too much.
No. I gave 50 on the first one.
Oh, I see. So you just need 6 more then? Okay. Anywho,
We're done.
though, at this point I think I'm proficient with just about any character except the sniper characters Hanzo and Widowmaker, because I just can't aim. I've pulled off some pretty insane kills in the 1v1 death matches with Hanzo. I've got a pretty good record with him. But usually if I lose as Hanzo, it's because I take one hit and I'm just not prepared. Widowmaker's, it's like a 50-50 thing. It really comes down to, is this going to be a match where we play peekaboo forever, or is this going to be a match where one of us decides that we're going to try and have an all-out machine gun fight face up? In that case, I'm just going to be throwing my poison bomb at you and running away. In the elimination matches, characters that can self-heal make the fights frustrating, so very frustrating. Probably the most irritating are Bastion as number 1, because that's a camping character. His main damage output comes from his inability to move when he's doing so, and of course he can heal himself for free relatively quickly, just so long as he's not being damaged. So as long as he has a moment to breathe, he'll be back at full health with no issue. Right. So you know, there's actually a certain level of skill involved, because patience is necessary as well, but there is no sneak around as Bastion. He makes way too much noise. There's also Tracer, because she's such a small target. If you don't know Slade, eliminations in the elimination mode for 1v1 is everyone plays as a random character, but both players are the same character. So you never get one of those, oh man, I lost because my character, it just is hard countered by the character you randomly got. It's no, both players are given the same one.
They're equal.
And yeah. Because there's no such thing as weapons that will give you an advantage. Everything that you can unlock in that game is cosmetic, and every character is pretty much free upon release. Except of course the fact that you just have to have that really awesome skin. I haven't really given a chance to play much Sombra. I've honestly played more of the 2 snipers that I suck at than I have Sombra, because she's kind of a weird thing, because she's an offensive hero, but she's more like she's soft offense, honestly. She's more supportive than anything else, because she's so disruptive towards the enemy team. She can sneak in and sneak back out, all well and good, but her ability to hack to stop a certain character from using their abilities, or stopping other characters from being able to use health packs, that's pretty interesting in its own way, just not like game-changing in a way. Her EMP is pretty cool. It can stop certain abilities from acting and just completely destroys barriers, so characters that have a health pool of barriers are immediately not hurt, but left without a lot of defense. I mean, boy oh boy, is that a nightmare for Reinhardt, because he's got a 2000 HP barrier shield that if he can't use that, it's like,
Man,
oh, that's gonna hurt.
That's gonna be a few seconds, but it's okay.
But of all the people that she desperately hurts is, ironic, of course, the robot, Zenyatta, because, well, his HP is 40 HP and then 160 barrier. So barrier restores itself, which is basically how he manages to get by without being able to heal himself, unlike most of the other supports. He just needs to duck out of battle, take a deep breath, and he's back at full health.
Right. And if I go quiet, don't worry.
Sorry, I'm just super focused in on what you're doing too. I know there's not a lot of point in me explaining Overwatch to you since you don't play, but I enjoy talking about it.
I like hearing about it. Might miss this one. That's right. It's still minor.
Still pretty much just a straight shot. You just gotta be there when one of them spawns, then run up to get the other one quickly.
Exactly.
And then all you gotta do is the air after that.
It's tricky with this one because you don't know exactly when they end. Sometimes you're tricked into thinking they've ended and then more come out and immediately kill you.
Yeah, no, I seriously thought it was doing that. Anywho, so, some speculation over the new character, but at the very least Sombra's out and people are gonna stop asking you when Sombra. But, yeah, no, she's a fun character. I got a legendary skin for her. Literally the first item I was given of her is just to open up a box, boom, legendary. Ooh, what is it? Oh, it's one of the skins for Sombra. It's actually one of the skins I like. It's actually a favorite skin of a YouTuber I follow for her, because it's his color scheme of black, purple, and gold. Which, good for him. He said that if anyone ever gets it, just screen cap it, send it to him on his Twitter, and he will lovingly reply with a hell yeah, which he did. I actually had to crop the screen cap a little bit because there was some very negative and very salty comments from my previous opponent in the game. He beat me hands down, but I jumped out and quit during the last round because he was kind of being a spoil sport. He was being really salty over the fact that he that we fought to the draw on one fight, in a fight that he clearly had an advantage in. And I knew I couldn't beat him, so my best opportunity was, of course, to stall for time and wait for the draw. And he was just blowing up the chat saying about how angry he was.
Check this out.
Oh!
It's gonna be really good. Hell yeah. Unlovingly reply.
2012! Yeah, buddy! That's a new record.
Yep. There we go. Okay, we're going to do all kinds of record keeping on this one.
Oh, lovely. Lovely jubbly. I mean, there's a lot of red on there, but